Hey everyone. Today's lesson is words. That's the title. And the Bible verse is John 1:1-5. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. The Word was in the beginning, before the heavens and the earth, before sunsets and the Pacific, before wildflowers and wells and strawberries and freckles. He was before all of it, because he made all of it. The Word spoke the world into existence, which is perhaps why Jesus was called the Word. By his words came all that we know, and by his words come light, knowledge, healing, and hope. The words Jesus spoke changed the course of history, along with the lives of 12 very ordinary men. The disciples were an unconventional group made up largely of fishermen, an antichrist zealot, and a thieving tax collector, none of whom would have scored very high on a likability scale. They were rough around the edges and ranged from the salt of the earth and smelly to downright sketchy. They were loud, proud, greedy, defensive, skeptical, independent, or some combination thereof. So it's a wonder such men wholly responded to Jesus' simple words in Mark 1:17, "Follow me." Passing along the Sea of Galilee, he saw Simon and Andrew, the brother of Simon, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. And Jesus said to them, "Follow me, and I will make you become fishers of men." And immediately they left their nets and followed him. And going a little farther, he saw James, the son of Zebedee, and John, his brother, who were in their boats mending the nets. And immediately he called them, and they left their father Zebedee in the boat with the hired servant and followed him. Verses 16-20. What in the world? They dropped everything and followed him just like that? We get a little more context regarding Simon Peter and Andrew in Luke 5:1-11. Jesus had performed a miracle just before his audacious request, but still, it was crazy talk. So I have to imagine the words sounded different from Jesus than they would have from anyone else. Anyone other than the Word. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. As strange as it is to imagine dropping everything familiar for what is entirely unknown, somehow the trade made sense. In Jesus is life, so his words transcend circumstances and break down barriers. They light up dark corners, removing fear, doubt, and self-preservation. They bring clarity and elevate our understanding of what's true, real, and important. They take us from completely missing our purpose to seeing in neon that our only reason for being is to follow the one who spoke us into being. The disciples gave up all they had to follow Jesus when he called for them. For 3 years they sat under his teaching and listened to him pray. They watched him welcome children and honor the least of these. They heard him tell jokes, laugh at their jokes, and were respectful to his mom. They witnessed him heal the sick, defend his Father's house, and chastise the self-righteous with words. And they stood helpless when he had no words to say on his way to the cross. So, of course, 12 ordinary men, initially full of hot air and void of purpose, became the very ones so changed by Jesus' word that they would fearlessly take them to the end of the earth. Today's prayer focus is thank the Father for whatever words impacted your life the most, such as your favorite Bible verse, and recommit to him and read his word and say his words to others. Questions moving forward. What was your first follow me moment with Jesus? Which words of Jesus do you cherish the most? And how can you make your own words, particularly on social media, more like Christ's words? We are to be Christ-like. This is a good one. That's all that I have for you today, though. I will be back on here tomorrow. I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed evening.